with my brand new hat. People driving on the wrong side. Yeah, I found a store that has these 5-panel hats, so I got 3 of them. So it's Sunday night at like 7, just after 7. Just gonna wipe the lens here. That's better. So we're heading down towards Basak Lane right now in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. It's like a strip with all the bars and clubs and restaurants and stuff like that. We're gonna walk through it. And at the far end of it, there's a convenience store where I can exchange some beer tabs to get free beer. So you could see me do that. Every time you open a can of beer here, there's a chance to win a free one. That's what it looks like. And then when you go and exchange it at the store, they ask for 500 real, which is like 10 cents or something. But a lot of stores now, they start asking for 1,000 real, which is 25 cents. And that's why I'm walking, the store I'm walking to at the far end of Basak, it's one I know that they still only ask for 500, so that's why I'm going there. The stores that are close to me, they all ask for 1,000 real per free tab thing. Wow, it's much busier than I thought for a Sunday night. Try some noodles. Cool. See what we find along the way as we go. We'll try not to rush through. I've also ordered food, so like when that food gets here, then that's when the live will end. But it should take like a half an hour at least. So I thought, like, while the restaurant's making my food and the guy picks it up and then it's delivered, you know, we can walk around and do this live stream and grab some beers. Jesus. I know these guys. It's a musician called Greenleaf Motif. And then that guy right there, is like percussion on cajon and everything. He plays for my buddy Ali sometimes. They're probably getting started in like an hour, just under an hour. Yeah, if you have questions about Cambodia or teaching here, like, just comment and I'll answer you. If you want to follow in my footsteps and start teaching abroad, there's a link in the description to the TESOL program I took, AVSE. It takes place in the country and they line you up with a job, so it's really worth checking out the website. And they do Vietnam and Cambodia. Jesus, for a quiet Sunday night, I can't even walk through here. I get pizza at this place pretty often. It's called Pizza Box, and it's like a wood fire pizza there. And then this is a Thai place, Thai kitchen. It's pretty good, but I don't go there too often because you got to spend like $6. So my meals are usually more like $2. You got to watch out. In Southeast Asia, as a pedestrian, you don't have a right of way ever. Like, you know what I mean? And in the West, you always have the right of way. And you see kids going around selling stuff. Oh, she's looking at me. So we're kind of getting at the far end now of Basak Lane. Basak Lane kind of ended down there. And it continues, but then there's not, now this alley, there's not much restaurants left. I'll go forward. But people park their bike here, or there's a big condo here on the right. And at the end of this street that's where Cloud Bar is. That's where I used to go to open mics a lot. We're gonna walk by it. And then we'll grab some free beers at the store. You have to just pay 10 cents a beer with the beer tab. It's like you're covering the tax or something. So there's Cloud Bar. I hate it, like you're always 1 second away from getting run over by somebody. And earlier when I pointed out those two guys in the bar way back in the middle of Back Street, and they were setting up and about to play in 1 hour from now, those two guys, in that place, I'm playing there in 3 weeks from tonight. Like, it's on a Sunday, so it's like 3 weeks from today, I have a show there. And it's not playing bass, it's playing my solo, like I do singer-songwriter on acoustic guitar. Almost got run over again. I'm a bass player and I'm involved in a lot of bands, and I always just play bass, but like secretly I write my own songs and sing my own songs on acoustic guitar, and I never really do that stuff that much in public. I used to do open mics a lot, but anyways, and I have a lot of material because I've been doing it since I was young. So anyways, I have a gig for that solo stuff in 3 weeks, so that's exciting. I'm actually nervous for it because I'm not exactly like a singer. I can sing enough to get by, but you know, it's like I need to just practice a lot before it, but I don't have the control that I do on bass. Holy shit, I can't even stand on the road. I'm trying not to be in a puddle. Just traffic jams going by. Hi. Can I have 2 Cambodia? So I had to give 1,000 real because 500 and 500 for the 2 tabs. I couldn't. Oops. So that was 25 cents to get 2 beers. Not too shabby. Because and you win often. Like when I open these beers, I bet you at least one of them is a winner again, and maybe both of them. Like, I'd say the odds are sometimes like 1 out of every 3 beers you open, and I've had it sometimes, and when you play in bands and you have a gig that night, the bar gives you free beer because you're playing. And sometimes they're giving out cans. So the whole night I'll have like 5 cans free from the bar. But every time I open one, it's like a winner. So it's like I play a gig, I get 5 free beers, and then I go home with like 5 free tabs in my pocket. Oh man, the wind is rustling up and the air is changing right now. It's like about to be a rainstorm, I think. It can happen here so fast, and it hasn't rained all year except for yesterday was like the very first day it rained. So like rain season we're right on the cusp of rain season starting. Woo! I don't know if you can tell or if you can hear the wind. It just started whipping up and it's like spiraling around me, and I can smell rain. You know when you can smell it? Oh man. So we're heading back through Bassac Lane and basically in front of where my apartment is because I gotta wait. I got a food delivery coming. Yeah, look, they're putting out the roof. I don't know if they're opening it or closing it. I think they're trying to close it. It's getting stuck. Holy cow. Move. There's like one tiny opening in the gate to get through, and a guy on his bike just stops there and starts looking around, and we're all waiting to get through. I've noticed here with drivers, there's never ever a thought about anyone around you, ever. Like when they drive here in Cambodia. Very inconsiderate. So Backstreet, this is where I'm playing in 3 weeks. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, she tried to warn me, there's smashed glass. I think the wind whipped up a light bulb or something. I think this is the longest I've ever gone where no one's writing anything at all in the chat. Are you guys writing anything? Or am I just not seeing it? Yeah, no one's writing anything. Yeah, I've been doing this channel for like 2.5 years, so if you like the videos, check out my playlist section, because I have tons of videos in all the different cities in Cambodia, stuff on how to find an apartment, how to, like, all kinds of informational videos on Cambodia. Music's going good. If you want to support the channel, it's possible you could send super thanks in this chat, and also in the description I put my PayPal. And that's better because then YouTube's not taking a cut of it. So if you want to donate directly to me, my PayPal's in the description. Where are you going, Tom? I'm out. I just exchanged in some free beer tabs, and I have food on the way here. Like I ordered delivery, and while I'm waiting for the delivery, I thought, I'll go for a walk and go live and grab some free beers. So that's what you've missed. I went to the store, got these beers, and now we're heading back to stand like in front of where I live, so that when my delivery guy gets there, I'll be there ready. But I pretty much ordered it and then started this live, so it's only been like 15 minutes since I ordered the food. So I order food all the time. Typically what it is 20 minutes and then it gets picked up, and then it's like another 10 minutes to get to me. So the guy's probably going to pick it up in 5 minutes, and then it'll be here in 10 more minutes. So We'll go another like 15 or 20 in this live until he gets to me. Leono Lee says we're most likely visiting Cambodia on November. That's funny. I don't mean to single you out, but I teach English here, and I was teaching online just yesterday, and I taught my student about when you say the date and you're talking about a month, the preposition you use is in, not on. So you said on November. It should be I'll be there in November. But it reminded me, that's funny because that's exactly what I was just going over with my student the other day. I don't know what's going on here. There must be some kind of party. It's so busy here for a Sunday night. See these 4 cars right here? This is always empty. This is like the front entrance of a walk-in clinic, of a medical walk-in clinic, and now they've jammed in 4 cars here. This is where I usually sit. I sit on those steps right there. I was gonna have one of my beers and sit there and wait for the delivery guy, and now all these cars are in the way. He can't even see me as he drives by. Like as he approaches from down the street. Usually you can see me, but now all these cars are here. It's okay. David says, what platform do you use for online teaching? I use Zoom. It's, I know you're asking like what online teaching school or what online company am I using? It's not like that. I teach at an actual school in Phnom Penh, and then the students have the option, if they want, they could learn online. So I'm working for a real school, but it just so happens that the student I've got so far they live about an hour outside of town. So their parents were looking for schools, I guess, in the city that could also accommodate like online learning. So I just start a Zoom meeting like 5 minutes before we're about to start, and then I get like a join request from the student, and then I let them in to the meeting, and then and the school has given me tons of material, basically like a little workbook and activity book with units in it and everything, but it's the PDF version of it, so I have it on the computer. And I open it up and I like zoom in on certain sections and we go through it together, and I'm sharing my screen so she can see it on her side. Yeah, Leono says that grammar thing was just a typo. Yeah, I think the I and the O are close together in the keyboard, kind of, if I remember right. No, I usually don't do that. It's not cool to keep correcting people when they talk, but it reminded me because it was just yesterday I had this exact conversation about when you're talking about the month, you say in. But then I taught her that, so make sure you say in November. And then she starts talking about days of the week. So then she's like, let's go to the party in Saturday. And I'm like, no, so months you say in, and days of the week you say on. And time, you say at, you know what I mean? And she could say meet me on 9:30. And I'm like, no, it's at 9:30 on Saturday in November. So in, on, or at, or, that's the preposition. You see them get frustrated because she's actually really good. She never makes mistakes. We just had a test. I just gave her a test and she got like 94% or something. She must be learning something. Speak money. What do you mean about that? How much the teachers get paid? It can widely vary, but if you just want what most teachers make, when you first come here and you've never taught before ever and it's your first job, it's most likely going to be 1,100. but it could be between 1100 and 1300 that you would start at. I was more closer to the higher end of that scale, but they were way more desperate for teachers when I first started. So they were giving out a slightly better wage because they really just needed people, and so did other schools. So it was kind of competitive. They interviewed me and I was good, so they don't want me to accept some other offer. So they gave me like a pretty good offer. But nowadays, what I've been hearing is quite common is starting at 1100, and then once you have experience, and then the better jobs and higher end schools and fancier places and language centers, often they want at least 1 year experience. So you might have to, especially if you don't have a degree, you might have to like accept your first job at whatever you can get for a year, and then you can start trying to move your way up. Because I work at a language center now, and the hourly rate is a lot more. It's like 40% more. It's almost twice. Oh no, wait, sorry. It's like 80% more. It's almost double. Please continue speaking money. If you stop speaking money, I'm leaving. And cost of living in Cambodia is very cheap too. My apartment's only $250 a month. And the meals here can be, like there's a restaurant across from me that has really good stuff, and everything is like $250. Or you could get really awesome, like a full barbecue chicken leg, the thigh and the leg and everything, over at the street market, and they're barbecuing it and putting marinade on, and it's only $1.25 for each chicken leg. So you can get like 2 or 3 of them for only $3. Like, and then when they're done, they hack it up with a giant butcher knife thing, and it's almost like you're eating chicken wings because they've hacked it up into, so you have this pile of hacked up chicken leg. It's barbecued with crazy marinade. It's really good. And then you only paid like $3 for that. You grab a rice or something. All right, Ayan, you're done. I think you should start your own channel because you have a lot to say. Transportation, tuk-tuk. They have tuk-tuks here. Do you know what that is? Let's see. We could probably see one now. There's one driving away down there. You can't see it. I'm sure you know what a tuk-tuk is. I can't believe that. They're usually everywhere. Anyways, so it's there's tuk-tuks everywhere, and then there's a bigger version of a tuk-tuk called a remorque, and it's more like a big carriage that's being pulled by a motorcycle. Oh, there's one. See that thing? That thing? They have apps here, like there's 3 or 4 transportation apps. Grab, Pass app, there's a few others. Grab is probably most popular. But to go like 2 kilometers is like $1.25 or something in that thing. So usually in the city, you're not going more than 3 kilometers. So it's like all the rides you take are like 75 cents to $2 to get around, like on the tuk-tuk. There's one. You just order it, just like Uber, but they don't have Uber here. It's Grab or Pass app. It's just a different company. If you're living there, you need your own motorcycle. Just my opinion. Yeah, it's true. It would make things a lot easier. I was just too scared to ever get one, and then now I'm open to the idea now. It's just where I live now, I don't have a place to put it. So I think when I move apartments in a few months, I might get a motorbike. But I don't really work anywhere. Like I work from home, so I don't have a need to actually go anywhere. So there's no point in me having a tuk-tuk. And I live in a really good area. Like if I lived somewhere else, this is where I would be coming to on the bike. But now I just live here, so I can walk around in a 1 kilometer radius, and I have everything. So I don't actually really even need a bike. But I just figured you know, one little fall and I'll be limping forever, and there's no point. And I like not having to think about my state of mind and, oh crap, I have to drive later. I don't like that. I want to be able to do whatever I want, or be as tired as I want, or drink as much as I want, and not have to worry about, oh, I'm gonna leave my motorbike there, like, or whatever, like stuff like that. Yeah, I would get a scooter. For Google's sake, says, how about a scooter? Are there lots of rides available? Yeah, these guys are everywhere. They're sitting around waiting for someone to call them. Like, it's only when it gets tough is when rain season comes and it's like the middle of a monsoon. Like if you're stuck somewhere in a store and it starts raining like crazy, and then you're like, oh, I gotta get home, and you try to call a Grab at that time, it's like they all turn their phones off because the rain is insane. It's like monsoon level, like nuts. So all the tuk-tuks like zip up they have this canvas over the sides, and they zip it all up and they turn off their phones. It's happened to me. I was trying to get home from school when I used to work full-time, and it just goes like, no drivers available at this time. But like it's only when I guess when they feel it's too dangerous. Other than that, it's been totally fine. I was worried the same thing would happen like on a holiday. One time I wanted a tuk-tuk to get to the bus station to go down to the island, and I thought, oh, on the holiday they'll all be on vacation and no one will accept. But it was no problem. They're still working. Oh yeah, and I have a members section on this YouTube channel, and I upload to it every day. I used to not do that. I started doing it about 7 days ago or 10 days ago. So every day I do a separate live stream only for members, and then it posts up there, and now they're collecting every live stream I do. It saves and posts on the members side. So if you're interested in that, and like today, when this food gets here, I'm gonna stop this live and then go upstairs and open it up, and I'll do a members only live to see the food that I'm about to eat and taste it and all that stuff. It costs about, I think it's $3.99 a month, and it's a new video every day. And if I'm somewhere cool, I might bring out my phone like twice in a day. If something good's happening, I bring out my phone. Keep it real. Fair enough, Tom. If you're living in an area and everything is in 1 kilometer radius, I can understand there's no need for a scooter. Yeah, and I have nowhere to park it now, but I do feel like I want one now. What changed my mind a lot is I've been hopping on the back of my friends' scooters, and I'm like, oh, this is nothing. Like, it's not that bad. Most of the time, you're just farting along really slow anyway, so. And then I can make videos where I strap the camera to my chest and drive around and stuff. And yeah, if you want to send some support, or you have a question or a request or something, there's a PayPal link, or you could send super thanks in this chat. Or just go watch some of my videos. I have playlists about really informational stuff, like how to find an apartment. It's called How To find a job, where do I get my drinking water from? Because you can't drink the tap water here. Like all kinds of informational ones. A day in the life of an English teacher. I have, and then every town I visited: Sihanoukville, Siem Reap, Battambang, Sihanoukville, the Koh Rong Islands. My band got hired to play at a resort on Koh Rong Island, and I made videos of us going there and playing there and stuff, and this was all like a year ago. Mary says, many great videos on the members page, definitely worth it. Everyone hit that button. So that's Mary, and if you notice, she has a special icon beside her name because she's become a member. So she's been enjoying the daily updated videos every day. That's pretty good. A lot of people that have a members page, you get 1 or 2 extra things a month. I'm giving you like 30, or it'll be like 25 or 30. I think I missed yesterday, but you know, some days we'll have 2 videos. So like if I miss one day, I'll put 2 videos on another day. Like, so it'll end up being 30 in a month, around that. Yeah, and Keep It Real says you definitely have some good information videos, and they're not all like that. Some of them are just, hey, check out the food festival or check out this restaurant. I do hotel reviews. I do apartment tours. I do these live streams a lot, and they post, so you could watch the old live streams too. I do shorts, YouTube shorts as well. So it's worth subscribing. It's not like a dead channel with nothing going on. I'm doing lots of stuff on here. The food place that I ordered from is a little behind. The driver just accepted it now, and it's been like a half an hour. They're like 10 minutes behind, I guess. What's a good dish to order? Well, you have to join my members page and see what I ordered today, because when I go up and eat it, I'm going to start a members live, so only my members can see. But there's lots of good dishes here. And sometimes it's not always Cambodian. Like, I love sushi and I love pho. Like, that's Vietnamese and Japanese. And I like Thai food a lot. I had Cambodian food yesterday, actually. Very local Cambodian food. And I did a members live stream while I opened it, like the same thing. And one of the dishes was like a roasted eggplant. It just was like a bunch of mush in a container, like, because roasted eggplant, it gets very soft. And so I started tasting it. It tasted so good, actually. And there's little bits of minced pork in it. And then it comes with rice. Roasted eggplant with minced pork. And there's probably some kind of flavoring in there. And then I had like barbecued ribs, but like Chinese barbecue is a little different than American barbecue. It's so good. Like, both are good, but... Now, what I ordered today was Szechuan noodles, and also comes with Szechuan dumplings. So if you want to see that, head over to my homepage, and there's a join button, and you could become a member. And it's recurring. It bills you like whatever I think it's $3.99 every month, but you can quit at any time. So even if you just wanted to join, and then in like 3 weeks you unjoin, then you only paid for that 1 month. So you can quit at any time, and you just, every time it bills you, you just have till the end of that month to quit, or it'll bill you again. But I'll be uploading stuff every day, and if I miss a day, it'll be like I'll know that, and I'll put 2 up on another day, like, so I'll make up for it. There's no real excuse why I should totally miss a day, because it's not that hard to bring out your phone and stuff, but it's just sometimes I'm busy or caught up. What is the difference between the different countries' food? Thai food is much spicier, because even here they'll make the same dishes. Like, you'll get a green curry here that's not at all spicy at all, not even a little bit. And in Thailand, that would knock your socks off. Like, you'd be sweating. Like, so, and Thailand is better. To be honest, I love Cambodia and I like Cambodian food, but out of those 3 Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia has the worst food for sure. Like, unless you go to a really nice restaurant here and they make you the Cambodian dishes properly, then it would be amazing. Probably Cambodian food done right is amazing, but most of the time here it's like very quick and instant, and they kind of rubbish, they throw it together, and it's like they're not doing it justice all the time, so that's probably why. But in Thailand, on the street, it's also on the street, but they're killing it. Like, in Thailand you can get amazing stuff in the street, and same in Vietnam. So, and maybe I'm in the wrong places or whatever, but in Cambodia, so you got to be careful, because you could get someone that's not really doing it properly, like, and then you're not judging a true thing. Like, I'm subscribed. Appreciate you, man. Thanks. Is the barbecue pork sweet like in the Philippines? Yeah, they in Asia in general, they put sugar on everything. Sometimes with barbecued meat, they give you a little container. They give you little sauces, and they give you a little container that's full of seasoning salt. It looks like salt and pepper, but it's more than that in there. So I dipped my finger and licked my finger to taste the seasoning, and it was like sugar. It was like lots of sugar and salt and pepper and maybe one other type of barbecue spice or something. And yeah, again, if I might have new people in the room now, if you're interested in teaching English in Cambodia or Vietnam and you want to know how to get started or see the way I did it, there's a link in the description to AVSE TESOL. And they line you up with a job placement, and it's government accredited, so it's very legit. They have a strong reputation. It's done in the country, which is great because you get immersed and you meet other friends here while you're doing it. I still have friends from when I did it 2.5 years ago. Or if you can't just leave everything right away, you can do the course online at home and chip away at it in your spare time. And then come here. And then you would start working faster because you've completed the course already. And then people that are already, hey, shut up, Tom, I already have my TEFL. I'm already certified. I don't need to hear about that. Well, AVSE has another program for people that are already a teacher, they're already certified, and it's just to help you get lined up with a job. Hang on. I think it's me. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if the driver got here, but it wasn't mine. Sorry. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, AVSE. I know I talk about it a lot, but that's how I don't teach a lot anymore, a lot of hours, so I need to rely on getting some of these referrals and helping people move here. So I have to mention it sometimes. But you can read about it all on the website. They do Vietnam too, but you have to have a degree to work in Vietnam. Just so you know. And if you look at my recent uploads, I just uploaded a video where I explain all that stuff about AVSE too, so you could watch that one. I went to Wat Phnom. I guess I could crack one of these beers and see if we win. I don't know if you watched before, but I went to the beer store and got, every time you open a beer and you pull off this ring tab, if you look under it, you might win a free beer. And you often win. I have like 1 million up in my apartment. So I grabbed 2 and I started this live and I walked to the store and exchanged them in. And you got to pay like 10 cents with every tab. So 12 cents or something. So it cost only 25 cents for these 2 free beers. So I'm gonna open this one and see if we won again. You can win another free beer off the free beer. Loser. If it just says nothing, so we lost. Why are you not teaching as much anymore? I've heard from a couple of reliable sources that you don't need a degree in Vietnam. Also, they say it doesn't matter about TEFL. That's so wrong. In Vietnam, they're highly, highly strict about that. About having a degree. Schools, maybe what you're thinking is like that the school doesn't care. That's true. The school themselves, I had many job offers from schools in Vietnam. They don't care at all. They just want you to speak English. But it's the Vietnamese government. So in order to get a working visa, to be there long term, more than a month, then first you have to get a work permit. Because part of the requirements for the visa is that you get a work permit first. So you need a letter of employment from the place that hired you, and And then one of the requirements though for the work permit is you need a bachelor degree. And they're very firm on that. So yeah, the school will hire me, but I'm unable to get a work permit. So then without the work permit, I cannot work legally, and you need that to apply for the visa. So I can't even start the chain reaction to live there long term, because I can't even have the requirements to get the permit, which I need to apply to get the visa. So the school would be dying to have me there, but the country won't let me live there long term because I can't work long term without a work permit, and I can't get a work permit unless I have a degree. So it's like this chain reaction that gets stopped because of I don't have a degree. Believe me, I would go there. In Vietnam, you can make like double what you make here. Anyways, I'm going to end it here. My delivery guy is almost here. If you want to see what I'm eating and get updated every day with updates and when I do music stuff and food and a new video every day, then join my members page. It's only $3.99. Consider becoming a member, or you can. My PayPal link is in the chat in the description too. All right. Remember, how you spend your days is the way you spend your life. It's never too late to start tripping out.